Team Cyprian, once again, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited. The support you are giving me, it means a lot. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified anytime we upload new video. And I always say thank you. I appreciate your support so much. So guys, I know most of you tumekuwa tukiconcentrate sana kwa mambo ya chawa na impeachment. Of course, mumeweza kuona vile mambo imekuwa, koti iliweza kustopisha ikasema kwamba haifai kuendelea na sworn in ama Kithure Kindiki awezi akakuwa sworn in since that kuna court order ama conservatory order yenye iliweza kusimamisha the case itasikizwa on 24th. And guys, trust me, Ruto is very brave. Ruto is a Moi student. And you all know Moi namna alikuwa anatupeleka hii nchi. Now, Ruto and his rotten government manage to shift Kenyans' minds to Gachagua impeachment. Because alikuwa anajua very well, amepeana airport to Adani Group, of which ilikuja ikasemekana lease airport for 30 years to Adani Group. Also kukakuwa na rumors kwamba Ketraco itaenda. At the end of the day guys, Ketraco ilienda. Ikakuwa Adani pia itachukua NHIF ama yes, ikabadilisha from NHIF ikakuwa SHIF. And you all know mumepata message zinasema you have successfully transferred your NHIF to SHIF, SHIF. And also kulikuwa na rumors kwamba kuna possibility Port of Mombasa inaweza enda. Let me tell you guys, hizi vitu ambazo mnasikia rumors, at the end of the day zinakuanga ni ukweli. Kuna mwingine alikuwa anasema mtashtukia pia mshtukie kwamba railway imefanya nini, imeenda. Now, the shocking news ni kwamba wakati walikuwa wanafanya kesi, Gen Z and millennials walicheza kiwao. Ila harakati ya kusikiza kesi, because unajua Wakenya sasa sisi mind sirisha kuwa diverted. Sasa hatukuwa tunajua kwamba kuna kesi inaendelea mahali popote. So minds zikakuwa diverted, akili zetu zote tukazichukua kwa Gachagua, tukasahau kwamba kuna important court case ilikuwa inaendelea. But at the end of the day guys, what I can tell you, Kenyans wali manage kufika kwa hiyo court, ilikuwa online, wakajoin, wakaanza kupiga kelele. Wakenya, I salute you. And now the shocking news, leave alone that one ya kelele, nataka niwaweke the video then tuendelee. The shocking news, Adani is going to use Jomo Kenyatta title deed to get loan. Si hayo, wacha kwanza tukasikize hii video ndio tuweze kuendelea.
Number
JKIA is not for sale.
The court number to be indicated on my cause list.
Adani must go. Adani must go.
Adani must go.
Furthermore,
Adani must go.
Adani must go. Adani must go. Adani must go. Adani must go. Adani must go.
Adani must go. Deputy Registrar is directed
Adani
take
must go.
the appropriate
Adani must go.
Adani must go.
Adani must
to
go.
ensure
Adani must go.
orderly
Must go.
proceedings.
Adani
My
must
apologies,
go.
Council. This is perhaps one of the challenges we face. We are not able to prevent these disruptions. Let us reconvene on Tuesday at 11 a.m. in open
We'll be
court.
here. 11 a.m. will
Stop
be here.
Adani.
We will be there.
Adani must
Stop
go.
Adani. Adani must go.
The
JKIA is not for
going
sale.
to
11 a.m. will be here.
JKIA is not for
court is going to
sale.
take a 15-minute break. I will then resume with my constitutional list. If you're waiting for judgment, I have 6 civil judgments. They are all ready. I will deliver them at the close of my constitutional
Adani
human
must
rights
go.
list. I apologize for that minor setback in terms of time.
Apology.
Yes.
I will make it brief
So
in
Wakenya
30
mmeweza
minutes. Thank you
kuona
very
what
much.
happened now. The shocking news ni kwamba Adani Group itaenda kuchukua loan ikitumia Jomo Kenyatta International Airport title deed. I just want to read something here. Adani will use JKIA title deed to secure loans, petitioners claim. A court case has stoked the controversy surrounding Adani Group proposed takeover of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport JKIA, with claims that the company is not investing its own funds but instead using the airport's assets to secure loans. So does it mean sisi wa Kenya tungetumia our own title deed to secure a loan? Yaani Ruto anataka kutubeba akili, guys. Anyway, wacha tuendelee tusongea. The legal battle sheds light on significant concerns regarding transparency, public interest, and the potential ramification for the Kenya economy. According to the lawsuit, the Kenya government will hand over JKI's title deed to Adani and is expected to be a guarantor for loans, exposing taxpayers to significant financial risks. The lawsuit, filed by activist Tony Gachoka and the Mount Kenya tourists at the High Court, accuses Adani of a scheme that amounts to sovereign robbery. For all practical purposes, the existing and potential revenue of JKIA is simply being transferred to Adani, which is sovereign robbery. Gachoka and the Mount Kenya tourists, through their lawyer, Nde Wanjiru, told Justice Pati Wamuye, Gachoka and the Mount Kenya jurists have filed a case challenging the government's plan to list JKI to Indies Adani Enterprises, bringing the total number of petitions against the deal to 3. So the petitions zenye zimefailiwa already, it's 3. The group opposes the 30-year lease, arguing that the process lacked transparency and was conducted without proper public participation. The legal challenges reflect growing unease among various stakeholders regarding the deal's implications for Kenya's aviation sector. The court case comes 3 weeks after Transport Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchil tabled documents in Parliament explaining that JKIA generates approximately 19 billion annually. The plaintiffs claims the deal earns control of the airport to Adani, allowing the company to profit without making any capital investment. For all practical purposes, the Adani Group was not to invest in none of its money because the deal could require JKI to hand over its assets and income to the Adani Group and its Kenya partners through company known as Global Airports Operators LLC, incorporated in the United Arab Emirates. The affidavit says. The petitioners argue that if the deal goes through, Kenyans will ultimately bear the financial burden. They say that the existing and the potential revenues of JKIA are being transferred to Adani, effectively constituting sovereign robbery. The plaintiffs express concerns that the government's approach prioritizes short-term gains over long-term sustainability in the aviation sector, putting vital national interest at risk. The amended petition seeks to stop the completion of the sovereign robbery aforementioned on August 28, 2024. KA and the Adani Group signed the end of terms of the concession agreement relating to JKIA. Setting the stage for the signing of the concession agreement, the petitioners have learned that the envisaged concession agreement is now ready and can be signed anytime soon. It appears that under the said concession agreement, any resultant dispute could have to be resolved using English law. And specifically, Kenyan courts could not have any jurisdiction. Consequently, public interest and constitutional necessity enjoined this honorable court to grant the conservatory order sought forth with, the affidavit says. Court documents reveal that Adani's project implementation proposal, submitted on March 1, 2024 in collaboration with the Kenya Airport Authority, lacks a clear outline of the amount the company intends to invest. An omission that violates the public-private partnership policy of 2011, which mandates investment as a critical component for any partnership of this scale. The court was told that despite these deviations, the proposal has rapidly moved through government approvals, raising questions about the transparency of the process. The Adani Group is not an investor seeking to inject capital, but an entity positioning itself to profit from public assets, the petition claims. The plaintiffs also allege that the concession agreement is structured to benefit Adani and its undisclosed Kenyan partners, who are operating through a UAE-registered company, Global Airports Operators, LLC. The petition argues that the key government officials from the Treasury and Transport Ministries have facilitated the deal without considering the public interest. Hey, amazing. This proposal has been processed and approved by the government in over 10 significant steps as a national emergency. Ordinary, those 10 steps should take minimum of 15 months under the law, says the affidavit. One of the most contentious aspects of the case is the revelation that the concession agreement could be governed by English law, effectively excluding Kenyan courts from handling disputes. This arrangement raises significant concerns regarding the loss of national sovereignty and the potential for foreign entities to operate above local jurisdiction. The petitioners argues that this arrangement erodes Kenya's sovereignty and call for the courts to issue urgent conservatory order to halt the signing of the concession agreement. The proposed deal excludes Kenyan courts from any potential disputes, further diminishing the country's role in a matter of national importance, said Njiru in court. He emphasized the need for immediate intervention to protect the public interest, underscoring the gravity of the situation for ordinary Kenyans who could bear the financial burden of a deal that primarily benefits foreign interest. The case sheds light on broader concern about how JKIA concession process has been handled. In 2023, the KIA had publicly announced that it was reviewing 6 different project implementation proposals for JKIA and airports, including Wilson, Isiolo airports. However, the petitioners allege that high-level officials conspired to ensure Adani's proposal received favorable treatment, sidelining other potential investors, the affidavit reads. The plaintiffs argue that this raises questions about the integrity of the procurement process, particularly in light of the lack of transparency surrounding the government's decision. Critics argue that Adani's proposal focuses on terminal and city-side developments rather than addressing critical infrastructure needs such as second runway. Despite a consultant's recommendation for a more comprehensive airport development strategy, the government opted for the terminal-focused PPIP. Interesting moments ahead, Kenyans. Mumesikia? So, our Adani amekuja Kenya, anataka kuchukua airport, walikuwa kotini, while you are focusing on the other side, at Gachawa impeachment, Gachawa this, while on the other side, the airport inaenda Kenyans. Ruto alimasta akajua Wakenya sisi ni wajinga, Wakenya sisi hatujui tunakotoka, hatujui tunakoenda, ndio akasema nataka nileta something yenye ili distract everything. Sasa hivi hakuna Mkenya nakumbuka mambo ya Adani. Adani tulishasahau. Imagine Adani using Jomo Kenyatta International Airport title deed to get loans. Yani imefikia kwamba Kenya inapeana title deed to a foreign country iende kuomba loan. Does it mean Kenya aingechukua loan through our title deed by ourselves? Ni kama useme unataka upatie mtu shamba yako aende kuchukulia loan ndio uweze kusaidika. Wewe mwenyewe uwezi ukatafuta loan using that plot of yours. Kenyans, Adani is Ruto na hao watu wake wengine wenye ameweka hapo. Trust me. Najua wengine amkubali, mnasema tunamwekelea. Adani ni Ruto, mpende msipende. Because it doesn't make sense. Basi kama walikuwa wanachukua pesa zao, mbona wasichukue pesa zao wafanye maendeleo then iende? Sasa kuna haja gani wachukue our title deed, wachukulie loan, at the end of the day pesa ni wao wanapata, interest ni wao wanapata. So tell me, does it make sense? No, tuambiane ukweli. Does it make sense like they are taking our title deed kuchukulia loan and at the end of the day wao ndio watapata benefit ama wao ndio watapata profit? No, Wakenya wacha saa ingine tufikirie, tuelewe hiki kitu. Tell me, does it make sense according to you? Does it make sense kwamba itachukuliwa? Hey, my head is busting. So all along, watu wamejua vile wanatucheza akili because wamejua sisi ni wajinga, atujielewi. So Adani inataka ichukue kila kitu. Mimi natena narudia kuambia hivi, guys, you will be a slave. You will be a slave in your own country, in this country. Ruto, the way is taking things, guys. Mutalia. Uhuru alituambia tukaona ni kama anacheza, tukasema ni mlevi. And guys, let me tell you, wakati mtu ni mlevi atakwambia ukweli kuliko mtu mwenye ako sober. That thing put in your mind. Mlevi akikwambia kwamba umepangiwa unaenda kuuliwa, my friend, usikae hapo ungoje, wewe toroka. And remember, Ruto anataka aweke Kindiki. Kindiki si ndiye alimsimamia ICC? Wakati alimsimamia ICC, what happened? What happened ndio Ruto na Uhuru wakajipata ICC? Tell me. Do we have those witnesses wenye wali witness against Ruto? Wako hai? And then you tell me like Ruto ni mzinga, ameweka Kithure Kindiki kule, waende kuangaliana hivi, si ndio? Let me tell you, Kindiki atakuwa puppet wa Ruto, atakuwa anambebea akili, mahali popote wanaenda yeye anamwambia fanya hivi anafanya, fanya hivi anafanya, pesa ikiibwa aongei. Yeye hata akipewa 10% kwani nilikuwa nimeziona wapi? Lakini Gachagua yeye alikuwa anasema hakuna, kama ni 50 ni 50. Na Gachagua alikuwa na mdomo wa kuropokwa siri za serikali. That's why Gachagua mnaona hawamtaki. Hata hao MP wote, maseneta wenye wamemfuatia atolewe, hawamtaki because wanaona atamwaga unga na Wakenya watachukia our leaders because Gachagua atamwaga ile vitu ambazo anajua, siri ambazo anajua. Sisi si wajinga. Wakenya si wajinga. Wakenya wanajua what's going on. Ni ile tu wamesema waje wanyamaze tuone vile mambo itakuwa. Anyway, to Team Cyprian, all I can ask, is it good? Is it okay for our government wapeane title deed to Adani waende kuchukulia loan? Instead basi sisi tungechukua loan by ourselves, tujifanyie vitu zetu. Ama wewe kwa mtazamo wako una support kwamba the government ipeane the title deed, Adani waende kuchukua loan ili watufanyie maendeleo? Anyway, before my pressure increases, I don't know what to say. All I can say, thank you so much for supporting this girl. May Almighty God bless you. See you in our next video. Bye bye.